I'm going to very quickly show you how I construct my handmade drawstrings. Now my drawstrings are generally 50 to 60 inches in length and 1.5 inches in width. If you prefer, you can do 1.25 inches in width. I believe that's the industry standard. I don't mind a slightly wider drawstring, and I do 1.5 inches. Now the tool that I'm using to cut today is a June Taylor shape cut. It is a quilting tool, a clear ruler with 1/2 inch spaced grooves intended to be used with a rotary cutter. So I simply lay it atop my fabric, and I'm using a stripe fabric here. Stripes are one of my favorite drawstring fabrics. I do cut my stripes vertically so that the stripes appear on the drawstring. You are welcome to cut vertically or horizontally across your fabric. So I simply use my rotary cutter. I cut a 1.5 inch band. I do have my fabric laid on the fold here. The fold end is over here, so I'm cutting 2 layers at once. That will be 60 inches in length once I have my band cut out. If you wish to create a drawstring longer than 58 to 60 inches, you can join 2 bands together to create the length that you desire. Simply lay one band on the table right side up and place your other band that you wish to join with it right sides down, perpendicular, lining up the corners at a right angle. We will then mark with a fabric marker diagonally across the join, marking the area that we will sew. You will mark from one corner to the other across the join, and then sew along this line with a straight stitch on your sewing machine. Once sewn, you can use a rotary cutter or scissors to remove the excess, and you have a clean join on your 2 bands. I do recommend using a sewing machine for this step rather than a serger to make it easier when you turn your drawstring. So now I have my band here, and I'm simply going to fold it in half, right sides together, lengthwise, all the way down the length. And I'm going to serge the free edge of the fabric. You're welcome to use your sewing machine. I would use a stretch stitch to reinforce so that it doesn't snap when you pull your drawstring. Now this is a stripe, and I don't stripe match. I don't worry about it. I just sew it. I don't think it's really noticeable. So I'm going to be sewing the free edges together with a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way down, and I'll meet you back and show you what that looks like. Now I have my tube sewn, and I need to turn it right side out. I have both ends of the tube left open here, and if you do not have a turning tool, you can turn it with a safety pin. If you're using a safety pin, leave your serger tail nice and long. Thread your safety pin through the serger tail, locking the safety pin, and insert the safety pin into the opening of the tube, simply working your way down until you come out the other side, and that will turn your tube right side out. I will show you the tool that I have, and I will link it. I picked this up on Amazon for a couple dollars. It's simply a tube and a dowel. It came in 3 sizes. So you simply slide the fabric onto the tube, and then insert the dowel to push the fabric out the other side of the tube. And it is as easy as that. To turn your drawstring. And now I simply pop the dowel back out, and my drawstring is finished. I wait until I have it threaded through my garment. I determine the length that I wish. I cut the length that I want, and I either attach an aglet to the end or I simply tie a knot. And it is as simple as that.